Uncle Blet or Boo. Sagu. Wimpy Kubana. Trimble. Sensei.
Hey loves, Kim here, and I'm back with another video. So if this is your first time on the channel, I just would like to say welcome and thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button and be sure to click that bell, that way you never miss an upload from me. And if you're an OG that's been here for a minute, thank you so much for coming back. So today I'm doing a bit of a renovation of one of the dormitories from the Discover University pack. This one is Wyvern Hall, and it's one of the dorms that is at the University of Britechester. And I don't know, I took the time to just look at some of the lots in Britechester because I haven't really had an opportunity to do a lot of gameplay with this new pack. And I came across this dorm and I really wasn't feeling it. It wasn't bad, it just, I don't know, the layout felt off. I felt like the rooms were really disproportionate. There was like one really huge room, and although it had multiple beds in there, I just didn't feel like it was to scale, and it wasn't really maximizing the potential in this dorm. So I thought, why not renovate it? And here we are. So it's a renovation because I keep most of the outside intact. I actually add a little bit to the outside. I really love the traditional style of the dorms. I feel like it's very on par with all of the surrounding buildings, especially the ones that we cannot edit. So this is definitely a architectural style, and I didn't want to disturb that. But on the inside, I just wanted it to make more sense for me. So, yep, this renovation is completely base game and Discover University. So if this is the only DLC you have, you are good to go. You won't be missing out on anything in this build. And be sure to check the description box below to download this into your game. But yeah, excuse me. Right now we are working on the layout of this, and how I wanted it set up is I want this to be a co-ed dormitory, but I want it so the girls would sleep on one side and the boys would sleep on the other, and then there's two common areas. So the common areas would be a study, and the other one would be kind of like a common room, like a game room or a TV room, whatever have you, whatever you want to use it for. There's, you know, just several items for your Sims to do to keep themselves entertained. And I'm currently working on the bathrooms. I really wanted to use those stalls. I feel like every time I get a chance to use those bathroom stalls, it just doesn't happen. I like the idea of them. They're just huge, and I always seem to be really pressed for space, so I don't use those stalls. But each side has 2 bathrooms and 4 showers. So there's essentially a shower room with 2 showers in it, and then the toilet room has 1 toilet, but it has a double vanity sink. So maybe if 2 people needed to brush their teeth or 2 people needed to do their hair, they can do that. Or one person could obviously just use the toilet. And there's 2 sets of that on each side. Each side has 4 bedrooms and can house 6 Sims. So 2 of the rooms have 2 bedrooms. 2 of the bedrooms have 2 beds, and the other 2 bedrooms have 1 bed. And it's basically mirrored on both sides. I wanted to keep the style very generic, very basic. I feel like what's really going to make the dorms pop is whatever your Sims decide to decorate with. And that's how it is in real life. I don't personally have that experience of living on campus. When I went to college, I actually stayed at home, and my college was local. So I don't know what it's like to live in a dorm with a bunch of strangers. However, I do have a lot of friends that went to traditional college that have stayed in dorm rooms, and it's pretty much the way that I'm describing it here. What I wish that the game built in was like a curfew. I don't know. I feel like although the Sims going here are young adults, in college dorms, a lot of them do have curfew as far as the latest that you can come in or the latest that you can have visitors over. So I wish there was some kind of system like that. Maybe there is. I haven't done a lot of gameplay, but from what I've seen, I don't think that there's like a curfew system there. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out the layout of this first bedroom, and I had to make an additional cutout to put in the wardrobe. I wanted to make sure that each dorm room has everything that your Sims need, but I wanted to keep these things very, very basic. So everything is kind of like this natural wood tone. There's one desk in each room, regardless of if it has 2 beds or 1 bed in it. And there are the wardrobes that came with the Discovery University, and I really, really like the style. It's very, very IKEA-ish as far as the basic shape and also the basic colors, but I feel like it really, really works. And the chair is very IKEA-ish too. I definitely have seen this chair at IKEA all the time, so I feel like they did a really good job of providing these items that look like they cost not so much, but still have that flair with the color, and I don't know, just a really boxy style. I think it really, really works for this pack. Now I'm just adding in an extra cutout in all of the rooms for the wardrobe and desk and things like that. And I would say this build was pretty easy. It was pretty easy, mainly because once I got the first side figured out, I was able to just copy everything over, and that really worked for me. And now I'm working on the kitchen area. So basically, when you enter in whatever side of the dorm, you kind of have this bit of a foyer, and then it opens up into the kitchen and dining area. There's no official dining table here, but I do have a couple of countertops where your Sims can sit and eat breakfast or maybe use their laptop there. And we cannot use stoves here, so for the kitchenette, I just have a sink, a microwave, a coffee brewer, and a refrigerator. And then past the kitchen, there's like this living room area where maybe your Sims will watch TV together or have dorm meetings or just kind of chill. Maybe if they have a visitor over, they would just chill in the living room. If they didn't want to chill in the room or their roommate is in the room, this is just more of like a common space. And this is what I would consider to be the girl side. Not necessarily because I use some pink items, because I do change those out. I just think the overall styling and my furniture choices in the common area is just overall more feminine. The chairs are a little bit more plush and a little bit more structured, so that's what I was going for. And then on the boys' side, things are just a little bit more relaxed, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Now I'm working on the kitchen area, and I just wanted to make sure that I had enough space for everything. So I do pop in a dishwasher too, because I know a lot of college kids, they're on the go, and the dishwasher just might be something that they're really, really appreciative of. Working on the bathrooms now, I'm just adding in a couple of detail items like the toilet paper roll and the paper towels. What am I saying? The toilet paper roll and the towels. Also a hamper, robes, and things like that. I was going to put in a regular hamper from the Laundry Day pack, but I definitely want to keep this just base game and just Discover University. And also, if I was to play in this, I'm not sure if I'm quite ready to have a bunch of piles of clothes stacking up if I don't have a laundry system with the washer and dryer on site. Now I'm just adding in a couple of floor plants and floor lamps and also some clocks around the place. I feel like when it's like a nice common space, you definitely need clocks. I don't know if is anybody else like that? Like, I feel like if, you know, I don't know, I just wanted a clock. Clocks I don't feel like I use enough of, so definitely want to use those there. Random, I know. And I'm adding in some of these curtains. So the curtains that I go with are from the Discover University pack. I was going to use those green ones from base game, but they kind of looked a little dated, so I just wanted to update it and make it look a bit more modern. And then in the bedrooms, I'm using that pull down shade kind of curtain that came with base game. Now I'm just adding in some of the paraphernalia from the school, like banners and posters and things like that. And I'm putting on this plaster wall covering behind the kitchenette. I was just imagining, since that's the side with the sink or the fridge and things like that, they probably want to put a different wall covering to protect it from any spillage or water damage and things like that. And I'm just adding in some more wall items like cork boards and things like that. This is our common area, and I love, like absolutely love, this carpet that came with Discovery University. I feel like it's traditional in the color choice, but it's kind of modern with the geometric shape. So I'm here for that, kind of mixing the old with the new, which is kind of what I think about when I think of Britechester. I see this as a really traditional, well-known college, but you know, they have new and exciting minds coming in all the time. Anyway, back into this study. I had a couple of places with like the research machines, or are those the word processors? I'm not sure. One of those machines, so the students will be able to work. And then I also put in a table that has 4 more seats there, so just more people can come in there and study. Maybe if they just wanted to read something, or you know, just needed a quiet space to themselves. There is seating without those computers there. This is the outdoor space right outside of the study, and I just added in a couple of benches and I adjusted the lights. And that is that table I'm telling you about. I don't know, the only thing about that table is that when I was play testing it, a lot of Sims were having their meals there, which is kind of annoying because I have all this space in the kitchen for you to eat, but you know, that's neither here nor there. And now I'm just choosing some photos and some wall coverings. I really wanted it to represent Britechester, so I put in the Britechester crest and a photo of Britechester and just some more things to really enhance the focused vibe in here. The lighting also from base game, I really like those sconces. It ages the place a little bit, but it doesn't make it feel old. It just makes it feel a bit more established, in my opinion. And I am working back in the game room, so I got rid of the outdoor access there. I just closed it off. I felt like it was weird just standing right outside of a very tall building. So I closed it off, and it just gave me a bit more space to add in some of these more recreational items, like the ping pong table and that couch and stuff like that. I don't know, I just wanted this room to be a place where everyone felt welcome, where everyone felt like they could just chill and, you know, mingle, and you know, if they had downtime, they can actually, you know, get to know some of their dorm mates and things like that. So I'm just adjusting some things around. If I could change one thing in there, I would definitely add like the vending machines, but that came with the get to work pack. So you know, just little things like that. But overall, I really love how this place comes out. I like the new chairs and couches that came with Discovery University. They look very plasticky. I could definitely see these like in a lot of different public places, maybe like a hospital, like a children's hospital, because the colors are so bright and vibrant. Maybe even like a mall or something like that. So I don't know, I just really like those for some reason. And I also put in that card table from base game. Like, I definitely can see these students playing spades or poker or something like that, you know, making little wagers. Maybe not necessarily for money, but maybe like, oh, if I win this game, you know, you have to do the dishes or something like that. I just think that would be kind of fun. Now I'm on the guys side of the dormitory, and I'm just changing out a couple of the furniture pieces, making it have a little bit of a more masculine vibe, but it basically mirrors the girls side. As you can see, I'm just adding different chairs, different lamp fixtures, different rugs and things like that. And I changed out the clock to something a bit more basic. And on the girls side, I swapped out the console table, and I leave the kind of, I guess that's a suitcase console table on the boys side. I don't know, I just really wanted to match the vibe, but everything else is pretty much the same. I'm just changing out the floor plan and I add in a juice keg over here. I feel like one of the roomies might have brought that from home with them. I was gonna add in the punching bag, but honestly there's just not enough space for that. And yeah, I'm just cycling through trying to really zhuzh up the place and maximize its potential with decor. But anyway, you guys, I have rambled on enough. If you made it this far in the video, first and foremost, thank you. And if you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe. Also, be sure to click that bell. That way you never miss an upload from me. Also, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. It helps me and the channel out more than you know. If you're interested in anything in my personal life or just would like to see more pictures outside of YouTube, be sure to follow me on my social medias, which I always link down in the description box below. And you can download the new Wyvern Hall on the gallery. My origin ID is Simply-Nisey, and the download information will be provided below. Again, you guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.